there, I'm Chris Berman. Here we go on ESPN. The road to the Super Bowl continues here on ESPN. The field is narrow. We'll be down to 4 teams by the end of the day Sunday. Coming up, we've got an awfully good divisional matchup for you here. Panthers, Packers. This ought to be good.
Still fans making their way through the turnstiles. They'll be just in time to catch the start of this game. Hello, and welcome to this NFC Divisional Playoff game here on ESPN. I'm Dan Stevens. My cohort, Peter O'Keefe, is alongside me, and Peter, only one of these teams will be moving on to the NFC Championship game.
Well, it's do or die, Dan. Only one will survive. With the conference championship game within reach, both teams have tasted their share of success this season, Dan. However, one team today will taste bitter defeat. With the game about to begin, we'll see who has what it takes to advance to the next round.
And now let's go down to the coin toss.
I choose tails.
Tails.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Longwell kicks it off, and this division championship is underway. Hogan fields it all the way back at the 1. Dragged down at the 27. Let's go down to Susie Culber, who has an update on the weather conditions. Susie?
Thank you, Dan. We've got a few snowflakes falling on the field out here. The conditions are cold, but the snow itself can't be considered too much of a factor at this point. Back to you, Dan.
Susie, thank you. The Panthers send their offense out on the field and will start this drive at their own 27-yard line. They couldn't connect on this one. Incomplete.
Chris Magnum looked like he had a solid catch there, and yet somehow he found a way to drop it.
That falls incomplete, but it would have been a minimal gain had they completed it anyway. Davis gets the call on second down and heads upfield. Tackled at the 31. Third down and 4 wideouts in the game. Muhammad goes in motion. No dice, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
Rasheed Muhammad had that ball in his hands on that play, and then he just dropped it.
That will bring up 4th down, and what a disappointment. That would have given them the first.
You gotta make those plays when they come your way.
Sauerbrunn lines up to punt after the 3 and out. Sauerbrunn gets the ball and pummels this one deep. McKenzie gets it at the 21. Tackled at the 24.
Mike McKenzie got pinned deep by a beauty of a kick there, and by the time he looked up, there was nowhere to go.
The Packers offense will start this drive at their own 24-yard line. No good. Incomplete.
Donald Driver looked like he was all over that one, but it just got away somehow. Tough incompletion.
Potential for a quick first down, but no, they cannot hook up the pass.
You can take a shot in that situation, and it's really not going to hurt you. That's a good call.
That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down, tight end to the left. Rodgers throws a heater, and the reception's made at the 40. Finally dropped at the 44. 1st down.
Rodgers throws right past the coverage and into his receiver's hands. Nice throw.
And Peter, that play doesn't get off the ground unless he runs a very precise route.
And he had to beat his man. Couple of the best banging heads there. Dan, bunch of receivers out there. Defense is expecting that, and they go to nickel.
Walker snags the missile, and that will be good for a gain of 8.
Rodgers let that one fly across the field, yet somehow he nailed his receiver. It takes a strong arm to make that happen.
Peter, what a nice pickup to get them into a second and short situation.
Yeah, great play, and now they have a bunch of options on what to try next.
Martin goes in motion. Green gets the handoff and passes the line. Stop at the 48. And this is nothing but read and react, Peter, which is what all defenders are taught.
Great concentration to nab one shifty runner, stepping up and doing his job.
3rd down, 2 yards to go. Green picks up a yard on the play, and that will bring up 4th down.
Jason Kyle brought down the ball carrier before the markers. There was some gain there, but not enough for the first.
That's his 2nd tackle so far. Green carries it for a 3rd time in a row and converts the 4th down. What a fantastic play.
Amon Green was assisted on that play by some great blocking that opened up holes for him. Without those blockers, he would have been toast.
They convert on 4th, Peter, and in this close game, that could be a pivotal play.
Absolutely. They're focused and want to get some points out of this drive.
Tillman tips it away on the coverage, incomplete.
Tavares Tillman is a good defensive player down there. 5th-year man out of Georgia Tech and a good tackler. When you're on the D, there's nothing more important than wrapping up, and he's proven that he can do just that.
Second down, 3 wideouts in the game. Rodgers dumps it out left, and it's off, incomplete.
Donald Driver tried to snag one across the middle on that last play, but it was no good. Incomplete.
That would have set up a very manageable 3rd and short play, Peter, but they couldn't sync up on that one.
That's a tough break. Oh, let's watch this. 5 wide out versus a D that is wisely loaded up on DBs.
Chapman goes in motion. Wesley makes a play on this one and forces the incompletion. That will bring up 4th down.
Dante Wesley got himself in prime position to bat away that football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
A nice defensive play will give him his 2nd batted ball of the game.
Yeah, great read there.
Sander gets ready to punt this away. Sander takes the snap and kicks what will be a short one. Hawkins fields the short punt at the 19. Brought down at the 22.
Artrell Hawkins got sandbagged before he hardly got anywhere on that run back, but the kick was so bad it still gave his offense a nice starting point.
The Panthers stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 22-yard line. Muhammad hauls it in right side and is well past the markers for a 1st down.
Machine Muhammad had 3 guys covering him, but look what happens. Incredible catch.
That was little atonement for dropping the ball the last time it was thrown his way, Peter. He definitely made sure that he held on to that one.
Yeah, much better focus that time around.
Davis carries it past scrimmage and gains about 3 yards.
Mike McKenzie with the tackle. Second and 7. Ball at the Panthers 40-yard line.
Smith goes in motion. Davis chews up 4 yards, and that will bring up 3rd down. 3rd down, 1 man back. Delhomme zings it to the right side, and it's tipped. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Al Harris swatted that one away cleanly. The receiver didn't have a prayer in getting that one.
It seemed like the defense read that one from the beginning, and they forced the incompletion with relative ease.
Beautiful call by the D coordinator.
It'll be 4th down. Sauerbrunn lines up for the punt. Sauerbrunn gets the snap and pummels this one deep. The Packers had their last drive stall out at the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at their own 20-yard line. Green bulldozes right at center and will gain close to 6. That will end the first quarter, and it's still a scoreless game. Second down, and they line up with 3 tight ends. Franks goes in motion. Green picks up 6 on the play, and that brings up first down.
Green took advantage of some really good blocking there on that last run. When you get the initial surge like that, good things happen, especially in the ground game.
Nice second down call, and they remove the chain.
On offense, it was always a plus to avoid third down altogether, just like that.
Green takes it off the toss and picks up the first down.
Green sticks close to his blockers here, and it pays off.
He gets another call, and he's carried the offense on his shoulders for these last 3 plays.
Hey, until it stops working, there's no reason to look elsewhere.
Green loses about 3, and that will bring up second down.
Mike Rucker not only cleaned the ball carrier's clock in the backfield, but buffed and polished it too. Big hit for a loss.
And I'll tell you, Peter, he made a great tackle there. He brought down one of the more elusive backs in the game.
Well, you're absolutely right, Dan. But if there's one guy on this defense that can stick with the ball and make the play, it was him.
Rodgers throws a heater right sideline, and it's not reeled in. Incomplete.
Javon Walker looked to be in perfect position to make that catch, but it didn't come together somehow.
Those mid-range passes are not working out for them so far. Peter, what's different in that range?
Well, the coverage and their reaction time. The D is beating them to the punch right here.
Franks grabs the rope right side, and they get the first on 3rd and long.
Bubba Franks snapped the football away from 3 defenders in his area. That's got to feel good.
That'll be his first catch of the game after being shut out the entire first quarter. This is a bit of a slow start for him.
That is, Dan, but he will see the ball more and more as the game goes on.
Rodgers rifles it out left side, and it's intercepted. Stopped at the 44.
Wesley does a great job reacting when he sees the passes off base and steps in to catch it. The snow can be such a wild card in the passing game.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you got to love D like that.
The Panthers have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at their 44-yard line. Muhammad goes in motion. This pass will fall harmlessly to the ground, and it's incomplete.
Second and 10. Ball at the Panthers' 44-yard line.
The Delhomme throws a bullet to the flat, and the catch is made for a gain of a couple. Smith didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Al Harris shut down that pass perfectly. You know, when you're sitting back in a zone like that, what you're trying to do is read the quarterback's eyes to get a jump on the ball.
Well, the D holds tight on 3rd and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
Oh, it sure was. Perfect D for that situation.
And it will bring up 4th down. McKenzie fields the punt at the 21. Dragged down at the 26.
Mike McKenzie didn't get very far running that ball back, but on the bright side, the kick was pretty lackluster, so his offense gets pretty good field position anyway.
The Packers have been locked in a defensive struggle so far. They will start this drive at their own 26-yard line. Henderson goes in motion. Green gains 3 yards, and that brings up 2nd down.
Artrell Hawkins with the tackle. Second and 7. Ball with the Packers, 29 yards.
Green gets the call again and heads out right. Tackled at the 33.
Okay, so we went over all week in the practice, and we're going to get it this time. And we're going to go just like it is. We're going to execute, and we're going to stay strong, and we're going to get to the spots we need to. Okay, fellas?
Third down and 4 wideouts in the game. Ferguson goes in motion. No dice, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
That ball ain't going nowhere.
Sandler gets ready to punt this away.
Artrell Hawkins to make the return.
Sandler gets the snap and punts it away. Hawkins catches it at the 23. Brought down at the 34.
Artrell Hawkins racked up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the size of the punt a little bit.
The Panthers could take the lead before halftime as their offense will start at their 34-yard line. McKenzie makes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
Mike McKenzie came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
Potential for some nice yards, but the defense plays it tough. That will bring up 2nd down.
10. Ball with the Panthers, 34 yards.
Delhomme lobs this one over the middle, and the reception is made past the markers for a 1st down. 1st down, 10 yards to go.
Ball with the Panthers, 45-yard line.
McKenzie makes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
The deflection.
Mike McKenzie came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
That is their 4th batted ball. Tell you, we've seen a number of good defensive plays from this squad.
We sure have. We'll see if they can keep it up, though.
Davis takes his 4th carry of the game. The Panthers take their 1st timeout. Third down with the tight end right. This one will fall incomplete. That will bring up 4th down.
Muhsin Muhammad had that ball in his hands on that play, and then he just dropped it.
The incompletions keep piling up, and even here in the second quarter, it doesn't seem to be improving.
Not at all. They're just not getting it together. The timing, the routes, the protection, nothing.
Sauerbrunn lines up for the punt. Sauerbrunn takes the snap and punts it away. McKenzie fields the punt at the 15. Tackled at the 19.
Mike McKenzie didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
The Packers offense takes the field, and they will start out at their own 19-yard line. Martin goes in motion. Green gains 5 on the play, and that brings up 2nd down.
24 with the tackle.
Rodgers fires this one over the middle, and they can't connect. Incomplete. 3rd down from the on.
Will Witherspoon with the coverage.
Manning puts a lick on the receiver and separates him from the ball. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
With the coverage.
Ricky Manning had superb coverage on that play. No wonder it was incomplete.
It seemed like the defense read that one from the beginning, and they forced the incompletion with relative ease.
Beautiful call by the D coordinator.
It'll be 4th down. Sander gets the ball and punts it away. Hopkins takes it at the 37. Brought down at the 45.
Artrell Hawkins did a nice job getting some yards after fielding the solid punt.
The Panthers haven't got much out of their offense recently, and we'll see if they can get back on track here. This drive begins at their 45-yard line. Davis catches the bullet up. The Panthers will take a timeout. That's their second.
Second and 2. Ball at the 48-yard line.
Gets the sack, and the clock will continue to run. 3rd down, tight end to the left. Muhammad falls in the pass, and they get the first on 3rd and long.
Ball at the 43.
Delhomme spikes the ball, and that will stop the clock. Second down, and 5 wide receivers take the field. Interceptor. Stop at the 13.
Dan, this is a nice interception. Check his position out to make the grab. Got it.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you got to love D like that.
That will end the second quarter, and it's still a scoreless game. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN Halftime Report. Boomer?
All right, Dan. We'll get back to the second half of this divisional playoff game in a bit. But first, let's welcome everybody to our ESPN Halftime Report. I'm Chris Berman. The Packers, no surprise, find themselves in a tight defensive struggle. It's just impossible to gain much yardage out there. Can anybody do it and forge ahead in the second half? Let's get started on this one early in the first quarter. Number 1 would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. The Panthers, midway through the first, Jake Delhomme would find his target on this one. The Packers now early in the second quarter. Dante Wesley shows some great awareness here as he gets himself into position to pick this one off. The Panthers on defense, Darren Sharper would come up with a big play to kill a drive, as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. And that's where we'll leave this one. Packers aren't able to get on the board, and it's a scoreless game. Now, let's check out the undisputed halftime hero of the first half. Grady Jackson has played like a man possessed. So that'll do it from here. Let's send you back out now to Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe. Dan?
Thanks, Boomer, and welcome back to our broadcast presented in ESPN Game Sound. Designed and developed in collaboration with Dolby, the leader in surround sound technology. The Packers will have the ball first to start the second half, and maybe we'll finally see a score in this one. Nothing but a couple of goose eggs on the board. Let's go down to the field. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. All these numbers point to one thing, Dan, a defensive struggle. They can't get complacent. A single score will change the whole complexion of the game.
Let's go down to Susie Culver, who has an update for us. Susie?
Thanks, Dan. Head coach Mike Sherman definitely seemed frustrated when I spoke to him at halftime. He said, "We've just got to put some points on the board. Our defense has been doing all right, but offensively, we just haven't been able to get it done." He said, "Their plan is to make some adjustments in the next half, and we'll see how it works out." Back to you, Dan.
Thanks, Susie. Manning hammers the receiver and forces him to drop the ball incomplete.
Rodgers has had difficulties, to say the least, and now he's second-guessing everything he's throwing. Terrible day. So far, he's struggled to get 50 yards and 1 interception.
Watch that counter.
Second and 10. Ball on the Packers, 21 yards.
Martin goes in motion. Green takes it for his 11th carry and maybe picks up 1 on the play.
Third and 9. Ball on the Packers, 22-yard line.
Shaw tips it away on the coverage, incomplete. That will bring up 4th down.
Terrence Shaw got himself in prime position to bat away that football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
Well, the D holds tight on 3rd and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
Oh, it sure was. Perfect D for that situation.
And it will bring up 4th down. Sander takes the long snap and punts it away. Hawkins fields the punt at the 43. Tackled at the 49.
Artrell Hawkins got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Panthers were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at their 49-yard line. Hoover goes in motion. Davis gets the call on 1st down and takes it upfield. Tackled at the 42.
Darren Sharper with the tackle. Second and 1. Ball at the 42-yard line.
Davis gains 3 yards, and that will bring up 1st down.
First down, Panthers.
1st down, both tight ends left.
Ball at the 39.
No good. Incomplete.
Rasheed Muhammad looked like he was all over that one, but it just got away somehow. Tough incompletion.
Another ball comes his way, and another incompletion. To come up blank so many times in a row is, well, it's got to be demoralizing for a player.
Absolutely, but you got to fight through the slope and grab one to get rolling again.
Malone throws a bullet, and it's knocked away from the receiver, incomplete.
Mike McKenzie did a brilliant job keeping watch over his zone. That pass didn't have a chance.
On 2nd down, they try for the 1st, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up 3rd down.
Nice pressure that time.
it over the middle, and they get the first on 3rd and long.
Steve Smith reels in the catch despite being covered by 2 defenders. Dan, I guess he just can't be intimidated. Check this out. Oh, yeah, it's all about being focused. He had his eye on the ball the whole time, and he knew where he had to be.
Definitely a slow start, but he's finally got a completion, and maybe now, Peter, he has time to make his mark on the game.
Well, where was he in the first half, Dan? Because I didn't notice him on the field at all.
Malone sings it to the right side, and the catch is made at the 13, and he's stopped right there. It will be first down.
Machine Mohammed has 3 guys on this play looking for the interception, but they don't get it. He says, I'll take that, thank you very much. Oh, that's a wonderful catch. The defense should be shaking their heads.
You can almost hear a little sigh of relief after he made that grab, Peter. He's been butterfingers all day and has dropped some big catches.
That's true, but I do like how he's kept his head in the game, and he came down with that one. It's all about putting the past behind you.
Davis gets the toss and heads upfield. Dragged down at the 9.
Is that all you got, Muhammad? 2nd and 5. Ball at the 9.
Delhomme rifles it out left side, and it falls incomplete. Catches the hard throw, and
Okay, bring him out. Bring him out. Bring out the chains.
No first, baby, no first. No first, baby, no first.
Right there, baby. Yeah, baby, that's how we get it.
Coach Sherman is not happy with that call, and he's going to challenge it.
Hey, we want a challenge.
Green Bay is challenging the spot of the ball.
This is their first challenge of the game, and even if they lose this one, they still have 1 challenge left.
As we watch the replay here, look for where the ball is when he's tackled. Remember, all he needs is 1 knee to be down.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. Green Bay will not be charged a timeout. 4th down.
He likes the call, and you sort of have a feeling that he knew it all along. Fourth down and less than a yard. Casey from 20 yards, and they take the lead.
Right there. Oh, yeah, baby. Woo. All day.
John Casey has his work cut out for him trying to kick in the snow here. Watch this. Oh, he manages to sail it through. Although with this visibility, somebody ought to tell him that.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Sauerbrunn kicks this one away. Ferguson fields the kickoff at the 5. Stopped at the 24.
Robert Ferguson tried to run it out, but the defense preferred that he stayed put, and they made their case pretty forcefully there.
The Packers' offense has taken the field, and they have been having a very tough time passing the ball. They have another opportunity here as they start off at their own 24-yard line. Henderson picks up about 2, and that will bring up 2nd down.
William Henderson powered forward with the football thanks to some initial blocking. Problem was they couldn't keep that push going for very long.
Not much there. It'll be 2nd down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were, hoping for more.
Rodgers gets all of his arm into this pass, and it's tipped incomplete. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.
Third and 8. Ball at the Packers' 26-yard line.
Number 86 goes in motion. Hawkins tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Artrell Hawkins came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
That is their fourth batted ball. Tell you, we've seen a number of good defensive plays from this squad.
We sure have. We'll see if they can keep it up, though.
Sander lines up to punt after the 3 and out. Sander takes the snap and punts it away. Hawkins fields it at the 41. Brought down at the 47.
Artrell Hawkins didn't get very far running that ball back, but on the bright side, the kick was pretty lackluster, so his offense gets pretty good field position anyway.
The Panthers' offense takes the field, and they are already halfway there. They'll start at their 47-yard line. Davis picked up about 7, and that brings up second down.
Second and 3. Ball at the 46-yard line.
Mangum goes in motion. Davis will get the carry on second down and barely picks up the first down.
First down, Panthers.
First down with a split backfield.
Ball at the 42-yard line.
Diggs takes him down back at the 43. Walker had to leave the field earlier in the game, and now Susie Kalber has a report. Susie?
Thanks, Dan. He came off the field complaining of lower leg pain, and the trainers are saying he's got a high ankle sprain. They're finishing taping him, and it appears that he should be ready to come back very soon. Dan, back to you.
As always, we'll hope for the best up here in the booth. Thank you, Susie. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Panthers with a small lead, 3-0.
Second and 11. Ball at the 43.
Muhammad goes in motion. Delhomme throws this on a rope, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Jake Delhomme is really struggling out there today. As you can see by the numbers, it's all bad. Up to now, he's got 75 yards and 1 interception.
Muhammad pulls it in right side, and they get the first on 3rd and long.
Jake Delhomme throws into a crowd here and by some miracle gets a completion out of it. I don't know how that happened, Dan. Let's have another look.
There you go. Well, the D had him covered, and they just couldn't get to the ball in time. A perfect pass.
You can't coach that. That kind of pass is instinct.
Again, a nice medium pass. He's been concentrating on those connections a lot today.
Yeah, it's a nice range. Gets you some good yards, but it's not so far out that you're not in total control of the situation.
Davis will take the handoff and only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 27.
Holbert goes in motion. McKenzie makes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
Mike McKenzie swatted that one away cleanly. The receiver didn't have a prayer in getting that.
You know, as a team, they are batting down passes left and right. That is their 6th so far.
Wow, great anticipation of the pass.
Delhomme unloads this one to the left, and the catch is made well past the markers for a first down.
Steve Smith faces down 2 defenders and comes away with the football. Oh, nice catch.
That's broken kind of a cold streak for him. The last 2 passes his way were incomplete.
Yeah, let's see if he stays on track.
First down, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Mangum goes in motion. Harris tips it away on the coverage, incomplete.
Al Harris came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
Another batted ball, and they have been attacking the pass every chance they get.
That's right, Dan. You know, why simply defend the pass when you can obliterate it?
Delhomme zings it to the right side, and it's incomplete. Smith didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete. That will bring up 4th and goal.
Nick Barnett wasn't fooled by the hook there. He sticks close and forces the incompletion. That's a great job of covering there.
The defense denies the opportunity for the score and instead forces them into a 4th down situation.
Pressure cooker of a play, and the D played it tight.
Casey with a 25-yarder, and it's good.
John Casey sticks the field goal, but watch how close the ball gets to the upright. Man, a few more inches and he'd have made the highlight reel. Not the way he would have wanted to, though.
Todd Sauerbrunn kicking on.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Sauerbrunn kicks it off. Watson catches it back at the 8. Dragged down at the 28.
Chris Watson got waylaid by the defense before he was able to put Munch on the run back.
The Packers offense takes the field with time winding down. They'll start at their own 28-yard line. Rodgers just clears this one, and the catch is made well past the markers for a first down. First down, 2 wideouts on the field. Armstead makes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
Jesse Armstead swatted that one away cleanly. The receiver didn't have a prayer in getting that one.
They have really gotten after the ball as a team today. That is their 5th batted ball.
Nice, aggressive D.
Rodgers throws a bullet to the flat, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Will Witherspoon came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
If complete, that would have made for a bit shorter 3rd down play, but the defense had other ideas.
The anticipation to the throw was key here. It made all the pieces fall into place.
3rd down coming up. Wesley tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
Dante Wesley came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
That's his 3rd batted ball. And he is doing his part, that is for sure.
Nice to see aggressive D like that, Dan.
Sandler lines up for the punt. Sandler gets the ball and pummels this one deep. Hopkins fields the deep punt at the 11. Tackled at the 13.
Artrell Hawkins got pinned deep by a beauty of a kick there, and by the time he looked up, there was nowhere to go.
The Panthers have a long field ahead of them and start this drive back at their own 13-yard line. Davis picks up a yard on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Stephen Davis stuck close to his blockers, but the play folded quicker than an over-caffeinated origami artist.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were, hoping for more.
Muhammad goes in motion. Second down, 8 yards to go. Davis takes it off the toss and gets past the line. Tackled and the clock. The Packers take their first timeout. Third down. The clock is stopped at 1:53. Davis carries this off his left tackle and gets the first. The Packers will take a timeout. That's their second. First down, 2 tight ends in the game.
Ball at the Panthers, 25 yards.
Davis chews up. The Packers take a timeout. That's their final one.
Oh, look at those numbers. That's how to get it done on the ground.
Davis pushes out to the left side, and he's stopped. The clock continues to run.
That brings up third down, and it also will take another chunk of time off the clock.
Third down, just a single receiver on the field.
No sign of hurry from the offense. They're going to take it slow here, Dan. They're concerned with one thing right now, and that's the clock.
Davis picked up about 7, and the clock will continue to run.
They get the first, and that will do it, Dan. They can now just run out the clock.
Come on, D.
First and 10.
Dig in.
Ball at the Panthers, 41 yards.
Dan, I want to point out something on that last play. Did you notice the job he did in letting the play clock wind all the way down before snapping the ball? That's good clock management.
Is going to do it for this one. The Panthers come out on top 6-0. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
Hey, nice job. Hey, good job out there. That's right, fellas. That's right, fellas. We got it.
All right, gang, thank you so much. And let's welcome everybody back to our ESPN studios. We welcome you to our playoff edition of the ESPN Video Games Post-Game Report. I'm Chris Berman. The Panthers stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. We'll pick up the action midway through the third quarter. After driving 48 yards on 9 plays, John Casey would be called upon for the field goal try, and he'd come through. A 21-yard field goal. The Panthers strike first and go up by 3. This time at the 28-yard line. Jake Delhomme connected with his man on this one. That set up a 26-yard field goal. And that's where we'll leave this one. Panthers squeaked out a win, 6-0. Now let's take a sec to chat with our player of the game. The guy who seemed to be all over the field on defense and came up with big play after big play. Dante Wesley is down on the field with Susie Colbert. Suze?
Thanks, Chris. You helped carry your team today, and you nosed them out in this nail-biter game. What do you think was vital to your team's success today?
I have to give a lot of credit to our offensive line. Those guys often get overlooked, and they bring in every single game. I think that their hustle was a big part of us coming out on top.
Chris, back to you.
And with that, thanks for watching our coverage of this NFC Divisional Playoff game. I'm Chris Berman. From everyone here at ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports, so long, have a great day.